and welcome to the next episode of
Fearless Emma Takes on the World.
I'm Dad.
I'm Emma.
And Emma, welcome to the end of April.
Yep.
April what, 25th?
Yeah.
And we're continuing our review of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 5 this week. And I'm going to, since I always give the summary, today is a new day. Emma, why don't you give us the summary of the episode today?
It started.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, you're like, Dad, just let me freaking talk. Let me talk. You never let me talk on these things.
I know. I try to say words, but you're continuing talking.
I just try to say words, Dad, and you never let me never let me speak.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, today I think we should. One of the things I wanted to talk about was our adventures on Friday when we went to Sacramento.
Oh.
And we made a stop. So we like to watch Guy Fieri's.
I don't watch it. You guys do.
Diners. What is it? Diners, drives, and
Diner, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes. I always just go by Triple D, so I know it's one of the, I can never get the freaking order right. You know it better than I do, and you don't like to watch the show.
I hear it over and over and over again.
Yeah, so I do like Guy Fieri. He's a pretty good guy. He's done a lot of charitable work, so I think it's outstanding. So I'm I like to watch his shows. I like to support him because he's a very good guy. No pun intended. But he actually lives in Santa Rosa. And we've been to Santa Rosa. We've actually stayed in Santa Rosa the last time we went to Bottle Rock in Napa. Remember that?
Yeah.
And so
we watched Imagine Dragons.
Yep. So we watch his show, and one of the places that was highly talked about in our region. I've been to a couple. You've been to one now. We try to visit the places he goes because it's always.
You mean you do?
I do because he makes it look so good. Like I want to try these places. So where did we go on Friday?
I have no idea.
You don't even remember the name of the restaurant?
I don't.
So the name of the restaurant was the Squeeze Inn.
Oh, I knew it was something with an S.
So what did you have at the Squeeze Inn?
A cheeseburger with bacon, lettuce, tomato, pickle, mayo.
Did you say cheese?
Yeah, cheeseburger.
Oh, so you said a cheeseburger. So what makes the cheeseburger so special?
The amount of cheese they put on it.
The amount of cheese was tremendous.
It was like a big square of cheese.
They couldn't have put enough cheese on it for me. And you
could have had my cheese.
So you know what they call that? So I'm going to describe it to our listeners. So it's a burger, and well, hold on. It's a burger, and the cheese is like a blanket over top of the burger.
It's like a big square.
And it creates what we call a skirt all the way around the burger of cheese. Mm-hmm. And it sticks out, probably an inch from the bun?
Or half an inch.
It's pretty, either way, half inch to an inch all the way around the bun. And they call that the skirt. Now, I will say that
I didn't think it was going to be that big.
I understand. How did you like it, though?
It was good. I loved it.
You loved it?
Yeah, I liked how much cheese it was on it.
And one of the things that you added another piece to it. What else did you add to your burger?
Bacon.
You did add bacon. I didn't add bacon. I just went with the basic cheeseburger. And your mom, she tried to do the same. And she left with a gut ache, and I think I felt pretty good afterwards. How about you?
I felt perfectly fine. I didn't overdo myself.
Didn't overindulge?
Nope.
So, would you go back?
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't drive all the way out there just for that, but if I'm in there, I'll go back.
I would say I'd go back. There's some restaurants that are a little bit more local than so the Squeeze In has other restaurants in the area, and so we could go to some of those other ones that might be a bit closer. But I think if we have your mom with us, I don't.
She would say no.
Yeah, she's not going to go back. But
you never know.
We're going to keep trying to. We'll keep trying to go to those restaurants whenever we can. To find kind of those hole in the wall places that have really good food, right? Mm-hmm. And so I've been able to try one in San Jose, one in Sacramento, a couple in Modesto. We need to go to Stockton. We need to hit some of those that they show over in the San Francisco Bay Area.
We're not just going to go to San Francisco to try that food.
Why not?
The traffic.
The traffic is something fierce.
If we're going there, we're going to be there for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, we've been to San Francisco quite a few times, and maybe one of these days we'll go over there. I was watching it on Friday night after we got back, and I will say there's a good Chinese restaurant we have to try.
Oh.
They were serving chicken feet.
Oh, gross.
What do you mean gross?
I like chicken, but not feet.
Well, I would say that you gotta try it. They've done head cheese. They've done...
What's head cheese?
It's like part of the cow's head to make head cheese.
Oh, no, we're not going there.
So we need to try some chicken feet just to see.
I'm not eating chicken feet.
He made it sound like it was tender and good, and there was...
He likes weird stuff.
Well, we'll try that. We'll try that one of these days.
You will?
I think so. I don't know if I'll try the chicken feet, but...
But you said you just had to have it.
Well, he made it sound like it was great. I wonder if he's just trying to lull people in to say, that's going to be good. But people were eating them on the show. They showed people eating it.
Do you think they paid those people?
I don't think so.
How would you know?
I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so we did do the Squeeze In. It was good. It was a good burger. If you don't know what we're talking about by the Squeeze In, YouTube it. The Guy Fieri's episode with the Squeeze In. You can see what we're talking about as we talk about the cheese skirt. They take a handful, so it's a 1/4 pound patty and like a 1/4 pound of cheese. And then they take shredded cheese, they put it on top of the burger. Mm-hmm. And then they put shredded cheese and it kind of melts over the side. And then they put ice around it so that way the cheese doesn't burn, but it gets crispy. And so it's this crispy cheese all the way around. And good stuff. Good stuff. It's a good thing, Emma. I take meds for my cholesterol.
Yeah. How much cheese you eat all the time?
Yeah, I knew. I do like me some cheese.
You got some more at the store today.
I did. Well, those are a little bit for my sandwich and a little bit for lunch. All right, Emma.
What about the baby bell?
Anyway, we're going to stop talking about our grocery habits. And now I think would probably be a good opportunity.
I thought we were talking about cheese.
We're not going to continue to talk about cheese this whole time. Do you want this podcast to be nothing but cheese?
Yeah, we can do 2.
We can do 2. So we're going to do Fearless Emma, and then we're going to do...
Cheese.
Podcast on cheese.
We can research cheese and provide you with samples.
How are we going to provide everybody samples of cheese that listens to our podcast?
No, we'll eat it, and then we'll see, and then we'll tell people how it tastes.
Oh, so they're just going to take our word for it?
Yes, and then they'll go try it to see if they want to try it, but they were too scared, and then we'll try it for them.
Oh, so does that mean you have to try head cheese?
No.
See? Do you like how I came full circle?
I don't do head cheese. You can do the head cheese.
I'm not much of a head cheese eater. I've never had head cheese, and I don't think today I'm going to start.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
You positive?
I'm pretty positive.
Sure.
All right. Well, I told your mom that we were going to try to keep this podcast to 30 minutes today.
It's usually 40.
And we are off the rails early because we're talking about cheese. And so, cheese. Cheese is a wonderful food. But we're not going to have a podcast. This podcast is not brought to you by cheese.
You sure?
I'm very sure. All right, Emma. So we're continuing our review of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and their shenanigans.
Oh.
This week, we are on episode 5. Episode 6 came out on Friday, and we haven't watched it yet, and I'm curious to see. You know, typically we do these on Sunday, and that means that it's been out. We can see how everything ends, or at least it doesn't really, I don't think it ends. Based on what I'm hearing is you're going to find that you're going to want more at the end.
Oh.
So just kind of like when we watch Star Wars and The Mandalorian, you always want more. You're always left wanting more.
Yeah, how the Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
The Jedi came and took him.
I'm looking at Baby Yoda in your bedroom right now.
I have Baby Yoda stickers right in that gold pouch in the box.
Okay. Well, why don't you give the synopsis of this week's Falcon and Winter Soldier episode 5.
Oh, so it starts off with Captain America running, trying to hide. Goes into this warehouse, and the Falcon and Winter Soldier want the shield back. So it's a fight. Since he took the serum, it's harder to fight him. And so they fight. He rips off the Falcon's wings. They get the shield, break his arm in the process, or something like that.
You hear a crack.
Yeah, and he is in a sling.
Okay. That's like the first 10 minutes. So you're going to have to do much better job giving the summary.
You sure?
I am sure.
So,
So Captain America is disgraced, right?
no, yeah, he was, but then he, just stopped and was fighting the whole time.
Right, but he was fighting with them. And so when he was fighting with them, they get the shield back, and we find that maybe the shield is with its rightful owner, and who's going to be the next Captain America?
Sam.
Yeah, and all is right with the world.
Yep.
Do you have a crush on Sam?
Not yet.
It looks like you do. Your eyes are kind of sparkling. You're kind of smiling.
I have a lot of crushes, celebrity crushes. You should ask Mom.
Is Sam going to be one of your celebrity crushes?
Not yet.
Not yet. Maybe Bucky. Do you have a thing for the Winter Soldier? What do you mean?
I haven't really thought about him that much.
Oh, but Sam, you're kind
No, I haven't thought about them that much.
All right. Well, who knows?
Mainly other Avengers.
Mainly other Avengers. Oh, really? Well, we'll talk about that maybe in an upcoming episode. But, so you were saying, so they fight, they get the shield. We see that the Flag Smashers are regrouping. They're trying to figure out what's happening. And they're obviously in this stage of regrouping because one of their own was murdered by Captain America. Or not Captain America, but John Walker now. John Walker looks as if he is now maybe going to take a turn to the dark side. He's visited by somebody that I think that might be maybe
a bad guy.
Maybe. You never know. And so we see that John Walker goes and he talks to Lamar's parents, tells them...
After the court.
After he gets court-martialed. Not court-martialed, but he does...
they don't have the court-martial there.
No, but he is no longer with the military, and he is a free agent. And since he is now a super soldier, somebody comes to visit him and says that he is a very hot commodity right now, and that there's going to be people that are probably going to want to utilize his services.
Or want him dead.
Well, that too. And then we see Sam. Sam is now understanding that he needs to be
been Captain America.
Needs to be Captain America. I think that's a good thing in that storyline. I think Sam is a good fit. He has those ideals and those values that we talked about last podcast and the podcast before.
And the podcast before that.
I don't think we talked about it that much.
Yes, we did. We talked about it this whole time.
And at the end, what happens, Emma? Since you've not really provided us much of a summary, what happens at the end?
He opens a briefcase that we don't know what's in it, but apparently it's the thing to stop John Walker.
Do you think it's to stop John Walker?
Yes, to destroy him, they said.
I didn't get that at all in that episode.
Bucky said that when they gave him, to kill him.
No.
He came with this briefcase, you remember?
He came with the briefcase, but the briefcase isn't to kill John Walker.
To stop him, to not make him super soldier, probably.
I don't think so. I think you're very off base.
I don't know.
What I think that is because Bucky asked the Wakandan soldier for help and a favor, and he was able to get something from the Wakandan people, and I bet, and I'm going to go out on a limb.
He said it was from Zemo.
No, I bet this came from Wakanda, and I bet that it is a new Captain America suit for Sam.
Maybe.
I bet. I almost could. I could bet you $1 that it is a new suit for Sam.
$1.
And so I think that it is a new suit for Sam, and I think that we're going to see what's going to happen with with that. Sam is going to be in New York, and
when they're about to attack.
So we got to talk about that. So I'm trying to draw it out of you, Emma. What happened? What's going on in New York?
So they have this new person that brought them something. Don't know. It was like this things Wakanda had, like those little balls.
Okay, so Emma's kind of like all over the place. It's like she can't put A and B together. So we see the Flag Smashers. The Flag Smashers are in Central Park.
And
they're hanging out.
And she clicks her phone. Yeah. And then like all these people that are their followers come to them to show them.
Those are probably some of those refugees that they're talking about at the very end. But we see we see the bad guy all the way from episode 1. He comes and he wants to eliminate the Falcon. So that bad guy now is with the Flag Smashers, and he brings a briefcase full of instruments of destruction. Yep. Is that how you would describe it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I can put into words your thoughts and draw it from you.
And they're going to have, so there's all these camps across the world. Uh-huh. And they were talking about, what are they going to do? Are they going to
who's they were talking about it? The GRC, the Government Relations or Government...
I don't know.
So this is the government, all the governments have come together, and that they are going to resettle all these people that have, during the blip, all these people came into other parts of the world to help, keep the world running. Mm-hmm. And now, because everybody came back... Because, they were gone for 5 years. Now that everybody's back, then what they need to do is they need to get these people back to their home countries. And now they're kind of like refugees. And one of the people on the council is saying, well, I've got the military ready to go. Well, I don't think that that's the best way to do this.
Just round them up and send them home.
Yeah, round them up and send them home. I don't think that that's a good way to do this. I think that you have to talk about how can we best do this instead of just kind of throwing an umbrella and just because all these people came
and reeling them in
during the blip.
It's like a fish hook.
And now we have all these people back, and so there's this friction there, and I think that friction is going to be there. I think in the Marvel universe, we are going to see this friction between the people that didn't leave during the blip and the people that left during the blip, and how that all gets resolved. I think that that's going to be one of those things that we're going to have to try to see how that gets settled. Eventually it will. Time heals all wounds. But right now...
I don't have time.
Right now, people are upset.
I know.
All right, Emma. So, during this episode, we find John Walker is not necessarily terribly accurate in his
thing he did.
Well, when he's telling Lamar's parents what happened, because he's saying that he killed the person that killed Lamar, right?
Yep.
And we know that that's not true, right?
Yep.
So that got me thinking. So, question of the week.
Is he gonna go to him and do it? Go kill the person who?
No, but this is he might be doing something on the side. But my question of the week is: have you ever had to maybe? Have you ever had to? I don't want to say lie, but
sometimes.
Sometimes. Have you ever, because I was thinking about, not being honest, and we talked about them.
I can't lie.
The importance of, you're terrible at lying. But we've talked about it. But maybe to bend the truth or withhold facts when it was needed.
Or necessary.
So let me give you an example. Do you think that there's any good time? Is there ever? So this is a question. Is there ever a time where? Because I always tell you that we always need to be honest, right?
No.
Yes.
When's the last time you said that?
Emma, I always expect honesty from you.
I can't lie, so it's pretty obvious.
I know, but and your brother, I expect honesty from both of you.
Connor can't lie. I can't.
All right. Well, so. Do you ever think that there's a good time or a good reason to maybe withhold facts or lie?
When you're helping someone protect for their safety.
It's a good example. Have you ever done it in your life?
I can't do it. So, have I ever withheld facts from you? Let me think about that one.
I didn't say for me. Whoa. I said when it's good to do so. One, to save another life or to maybe not hurt somebody's feelings. Yeah, man, that's a long pause.
I can't think of anything.
So I would say that's a good question of the week for all your fearless listeners is there ever a good reason to lie?
Yes.
You say yes. And why do you say yes?
It depends on the circumstances.
Give me a circumstance.
Say if someone came running to you because someone was chasing them and they were in danger, right?
Okay.
And then and you hide them, and then the person that was chasing them, and you say no. So you could help them.
When's the last time that happened in your life?
Never.
Okay. I'm just curious because that just seems really out in left field. So I want you to think about that for next week. And I want you to think about maybe some times in your life where you've maybe withheld some facts. And, while you withheld those facts, you did so, because there was a good reason to do so.
What if it was helping a sibling out?
What, like your brother? So that way your brother wouldn't get in trouble? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I've done it before, yes.
Yeah, I know you have. I know you guys have done stuff because, one, you want him out of the house so he doesn't get in trouble. And so that's why you're trying to be his accomplice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think we need to talk about that a bit later, maybe on the next podcast.
Everyone does it for their siblings. I bet you've done it for your siblings.
Really?
I bet you've withheld facts from your parents about your sister and brother.
Negative.
Really?
We'll let them listen to this podcast, and if they want to comment on this podcast, I'll so happy to do so. I'll even make this a clip, and I'll put it on social media, so that way, in case they don't listen to it, I will tag them and I will let them listen to it. Mark at 24. What time is it now? 24 minutes and like 30 seconds is when you pose that question, and I'm going to see what I can do to see if there was ever a time that they can remember where I lied for them,
or they lied for you,
or they lied for me to cover up something.
Yeah. Or from your grandparents, so they could think you're a sweet angel when you're really not.
Emma, I'm a delightful human being.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm a delightful human being.
You have your moments.
We all have moments, but I'm very delightful.
I'm better.
All right, Emma. Well, just like I said, we need to keep this podcast at 30 minutes because, well, you get to talking.
I do.
You do.
You talk too. It's like we're the talkative ones in the family.
And that's why we have a podcast.
I know. You got me a podcast to be more quiet, but like, it's not worked.
Well, when your millions of fans listen to your podcast and they have all sorts of, they just need to start dropping us a line. All right, Emma, we are into the Dad Joke Challenge section or portion of our podcast. And Emma, who won last week?
Me.
Emma, who won last week?
Of course, me.
Okay, so we talked about lying. You didn't win last week. Your dear old dad won last week.
I won the week before.
You won 2 weeks before. But
no, I won the week before that. Before that week.
Yep. I'm going to limit our jokes to 5 jokes.
But can I do 6 since I have to tell moms?
Nope. You have to do... Your mom's has to be one of yours.
But it's not good.
Do you want to start with that one?
I have it open already.
All right. I'm going to let you start. So, I won last week. Here we go. Dad Joke Challenge for April 25th. Emma against Dad. All right, folks. Here we go. Emma starts.
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
An alligator in a vest. What do you call an alligator? I don't know, Emma. What do you call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator.
An investigator?
Yeah.
That's how you have to say it. You call it an investigator. Like
it's not a good joke though.
But you have to say gator.
Okay.
I thought I was going to get you because you started smiling. I thought you were going to start laughing. Well, are you laughing? Yep, you're laughing. I think that's one for Dad.
No, I'm breathing heavily.
You're breathing heavily. You're laughing. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. You're laughing. It's breathing heavily means that you're laughing. Folks, everybody that... Emma, breathe. You're turning red. Why are you holding your breath? All right, so there's one. So I got one. Yes! All right. She was trying to hold it back, folks. She really was. But, man, she was turning all sorts of shades of red. She's wearing a purple shirt. Her face was almost the color of that purple, too. All right, my joke. All right, Emma.
Okay, let me...
Emma. Oh, man, you've got the gigglies already, so this is going to be good. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta.
Oh, a fake noodle? Okay.
Did you get it? An impasta.
I know, but it's not good.
Are you sure it's not good, Emma?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Still 1-0.
Mm-hmm. What do you get when you cross a pig with a cactus?
What do you get when you cross? The pig with cactus. I don't know, Emma. What do you call?
A porcupine.
A porcupine. You didn't sell the punchline hard enough. All right, Emma. Oh, I like this one. I really like this one. You're going to like it too. Emma.
Huh.
Because any joke that has flatulence in it is already funny. Do you know what flatulence is? It's farting. So
childish.
You're already smiling, though.
I know, but it's so childish.
Emma, what do you call a guy who never farts in public? Emma, put your hands down. What do you call a guy that never farts in public?
What?
A private tutor.
Oh, I thought that was going to be funnier. All right.
Are you kidding me? I thought that was great.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it? That's why. All right.
Why didn't the teddy bear finish his cupcake?
Why didn't the teddy bear finish his cupcake? I don't know. Why didn't the teddy bear finish his cupcake?
He was stuffed. You're smiling.
No, not really.
You're smirking.
Okay. He was stuffed. Oh, I get it. Huh. Yeah, that's great. All right, my turn.
You're mean.
Emma, what do you call a dinosaur that crashes his car?
What?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
A what, Rex?
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Emma. Emma, it doesn't do any good. Remember, we got to maintain eye contact when we do this. So, next time. Okay, here we go.
What do you do with a sick boat?
What do you do with a sick boat? I don't know, Emma. What do you do with a sick boat?
Take it to the dock. Get doctor. Doc.
I get it. It just really wasn't that funny. It wasn't that funny. All right. Next one, Emma. Here we go. So I'm on number 4. Emma, what washes up on a really small beach?
Huh.
Microwaves.
Oh. Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. The small waves that come across the beach.
Yeah, they're called waves.
And they're
micro.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah,
like
I get
microwaves.
It's a wave
And
that's
so
small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I get it. You're trying to push me, but it's not going to happen.
Trying to pull that thread, Emma.
It's not happening.
Pulling that thread. You're starting to giggle a little bit, Emma. So they're called microwaves.
Like a microwave downstairs.
Well, yeah. All right.
You were so close.
I was too. You pursed your lips together, and you're trying to do everything you can. You're like biting your tongue and your lips, and you're trying so hard not to laugh. And you're like, Dad, just stop it. Don't do this to me because I'm going to start laughing. Oh my God. She's on the verge, folks. She's almost there. Pull that thread just a little bit more. Pulling it, pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. Are we going to pull the... Oh, well, she just slapped herself in the face. So... Oh, there's number 2! Number 2. See, it's not the dad jokes. It's the banter after the dad jokes. Somebody may say that doesn't count, but I'm going to tell you it counts.
It does not. That is cheating.
It is not cheating. All right.
You just chuckled.
I'll give you 1. So 2-1. Dad's still winning.
No, he's not.
All right, your turn.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
You go first. I got it.
Well, no, I just did. So this is your last joke.
Oh, you're going to go so hard?
You don't even have it. You're looking it up on Pinterest as we speak. You don't even have your joke available. So you're
got it.
Okay.
Why did the Easter egg hide?
I don't know, Emma. Why did the Easter egg hide?
Because he was a little chick.
Okay.
You sure? You know how it's like a small little animal?
Mm-hmm.
The small little chick and the egg, so it hid because it was scared.
I get it.
Uh-huh. And you're going to laugh. You're holding it back. I can tell. You're trying to serious face it.
Yeah. Serious face. I'm not pursing my lips together as hard as I possibly can and squinting my eyes and biting down as hard as I can on my tongue to stop laughing.
I don't bite my tongue.
Well,
that
maybe
hurts.
you should. Yeah, after you slapped yourself in the face, that must have hurt too. But
It didn't hurt.
all right. Anyway, Emma, this is my last joke, and I think that it is gold. It is It is dad joke gold.
You usually say that, but I never laugh at them.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. What is smarter than a talking parrot?
What?
A spelling bee.
Oh. Yeah, like spelling bee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Come on, Emma.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
It was not a good joke. It was awful.
All right. But you know what? I got some news for you, Emma.
What?
Scoreboard. 2-1. Dad wins again.
It's close enough.
It was close. And there were a couple times I was thinking about laughing.
Just to make me feel better?
No, actually, I thought that there was some funny moments. And actually, when you started saying, I'm just breathing hard, Dad.
Yeah, I'm just breathing hard.
You can laugh now. The challenge is over, Emma.
No, it's not.
It is over.
I got you to laugh. No, I got you to laugh.
The challenge is over.
I got you to laugh.
It's still 2-1.
But I got you to laugh.
At the end, after the challenge.
No, but I still got you to laugh. It's 2-2 now.
No, it is not. Oh, Emma.
2-3 now.
No, it is not. You were just laughing too. So it is not.
4-4.
No. Dad won this week.
No, it was a tie.
Dad is 2 and Emma is 1. Emma needs to come back with the landslide joke again. What do you call a sheep? What was it? What do you call sheep? What
do you call a herd of sheep
rolling down the hill?
A landslide.
That was funny. That was a good joke.
I got it off Pinterest.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I still have it in my dad jokes.
Well, maybe if you bring that back, maybe, but not today. All right, Emma. We're going to wrap up today's podcast.
What type of bee can't make up his mind?
Well, I don't know, Emma. What type of bee can't make up his mind?
A maybe.
Okay. But we're done with jokes today.
Are you
all
sure?
right, Emma. I'm very sure.
I'll just be telling you jokes all day to see if I can get you a crack.
All right. Well, maybe you save some of those for next week's podcast. All right, Emma. So we've got one more episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
What are we going to do after? You said you had a whole plan.
I've got whole plans for the next upcoming podcast. We're going to continue to do these podcasts and hopefully... Oh, and Emma... You need to monetize this podcast so that way we can, make some money off of it.
You're the editor. I'm just a star.
You're just the star. So it takes Dad. We'll talk about that next week.
Everyone comes here for my voice and my jokes.
Everybody comes for Emma's voice and jokes.
Yeah.
All right, Emma. Well, it's been fun today. We had a good conversation. Mm-hmm. And the question of the week is, have you ever had to lie for
someone?
Or have you ever had to lie for a good reason? Or is there any good reason to lie?
Yes, there is.
That's probably the best way to ask it. Is there any good reason to lie?
Yes, there is.
You say there is, but we're gonna see what your fearless listeners have to say, and I'm gonna tag my brother and sister and see what they have to say.
They've lied for you, I bet.
Well, we'll see about that. All right, Emma. Where can they find us? They can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And iHeartRadio. Well, you're already probably listening to this podcast. But you can find us all there. Check us out. Check our show notes out. That's where all our links are to all of our social media platforms. And until next time, Emma.
Bye-bye.